you made it. You've successfully launched your mobile app. Now, you probably want to know, how's it performing? So, let's take a look at how to do that with Tapcart's Insight Dashboard. This dashboard helps you track and monitor analytics on your mobile app's performance in real time. Here, you can view the key sales metrics that will empower you to spot trends, compare results, and make strategic decisions for your mobile business. Plus, all of this requires zero setup. As you grow and your app accumulates data, your Tapcart Insights dashboard will automatically scale with you. In this lesson, we'll cover the basics that will help you utilize this dashboard. To get started with all this, we'll simply head over to the Insights tab in our Tapcart dashboard. Here is where we can see all of the analytics to track and support our app's growth. So, let's get started with selecting a date range you'd like to see analytics for. There are two settings to view this. You can select a date range and magnify how detailed you'd like to see this date range, all the way from an annual scope down to an hourly breakdown of the performance of your mobile app. To do this, I'll open this calendar and choose a specific date range that we'd like to see. Say you wanted to see how it did in the past 90 days. You can simply choose this, and from here you can select 30 days, 7 days, all the way to yesterday and today's analytics. So it's really easy to customize. You can also choose a specific day or time frame straight from the calendar, but for now, we'll go with 90 days. And all of the analytics on the page will update automatically. You can choose how detailed these analytics are by selecting any of these time frames. The best way to think about this is like a magnifying glass zooming in and out of the date range you're looking at on this page. You can choose anything from an hour to a day, a week, a month, even a year. And by simply choosing any of these, the page will update in real time, allowing you to see exactly how your mobile app has been performing. And that's a breakdown of how the date range works with our insights. Now, let's dive into what these insights are actually showing. As for the insights, these are displayed in these helpful little things called cards. At the top, we have 3 summary cards: the sales, sessions, and retention cards. The sales card measures the total sum of gross merchandise value, the GMV of all sales that occurred on your app during the chosen time period. And under the amount is a comparison percentage. This compares the chosen time period to the same range in a previous period. So, if your sales were $1,500 in the chosen time period and were $1,000 in the previous period, the comparison percentage would show that the sales were up 50% in the chosen period. So, it's a quick and easy way to see how your sales are trending. The sessions card measures the total count of all sessions that occurred on your app during the chosen time period, meaning when somebody opens your app, a session starts, and the session ends when somebody closes your app, or the app is put into the background and stays there for more than 30 seconds. And again, a comparison percentage is shown to compare sessions to the previous period. The retention card measures the ratio of returning sessions to new sessions on the app during the chosen time period, helping you understand what percentage of your users are coming back for more. A new session is counted when a user has their first session on the app, and a returning session is counted when the user has an additional session on the app during the chosen time period. We can see a comparison percentage for this insight as well. Now let's take a look at another type of card: visualization cards. These cards contain charts and graphs that allow you to view your data in a more visual format. Essentially, they're more detailed than the summary cards, and they have one additional feature, which allows you to hover your mouse over the cards to see additional data tips and automated insights that help you make sense of your analytics in a quick, easy, and visual way. Analytics are a powerful tool when you know how to use them, so we do our best to translate everything for you, no matter your role. Now, let's take a look at what these cards are actually showing. First, the mobile app revenue card. This card charts the total sum of GMV for all sales that occurred during the chosen time period on a line graph, as well as the very same metric on a second line that occurred during the previous period. And when we hover our mouse over this graph, the data tip displays the total sales at the specific point in time. And you guessed it, this includes a comparison percentage for the previous time period as well. Now, when my mouse is hovered over the graph, you can also see this card has an automated insight. This calculates and displays the total difference in sales between the chosen time period and the previous period. Now, the app activity card. This card uses a heat map to graph the total count of all sessions by day and hour that occurred on the app during the chosen time period. This is one of my favorite insights. We can see a heat map of darker colors for hours that have a larger session count, which is the high app activity, and lighter colors for hours that have a smaller session count, meaning low app activity. Again, we have a data tip showing the total session count for the specific hour and day, and an automated insight telling us the hour across every day that has the greatest number of sessions. So, if you're wondering the best time to send out those push notifications to your users, wonder no more. The heat map will show you the ideal time to reach your unique user base, giving your click-through and engagement rates a nice boost. And again, a comparison percentage of the previous time frame will be listed within the card. You get it. Next, let's talk about your App Sessions card. This card uses a stacked bar chart to graph the total sessions bucketed by their source, meaning sessions that arrive to your mobile app either from somebody directly opening the app from a push notification, or opening the app from a deep link, which is any type of link directing a user to your app from your email campaigns, social channels, website, or anywhere else you can add a link. And for the data tip, this card shows the number of sessions from a certain source at a specific point in time. The automated insight calculates and displays the total difference in sessions between the chosen time period and the previous period. And the comparison percentage shows a comparison between the chosen period and the previous period. Still with me? We have a few more. Now we have the new app customers session card. This card shows the total count of new and returning sessions that occurred in the app during the chosen time period on a line graph. The two types of sessions are distinguished by the two lines on the graph. The data tip shows this number based on the point in time you hover over. The automated insight shows the amount of additional users in your app from the previous period. And the comparison percentage shows the difference from the previous period. Then we have the Sessions by Platform type card. This card uses a horizontal bar chart to graph the total count of sessions broken down by device type for the chosen time period. The device types are iOS and Android, each represented by their own bar, representing the amount of sessions from users accessing your app on those devices. The data tip shows the amount of sessions from each device type, and the automated insight tells you how many more sessions you have had on a specific device, along with a comparison percentage as well. And finally, last but certainly not least, we have the Returning Customer Rate card. This card also uses a horizontal bar chart to graph the total count of new versus returning sessions for the chosen time period. The retention rate is the ratio of returning sessions to new sessions. Both new and returning sessions have their own section on the bar chart that represents the total count received during the chosen time period. When hovering over the graph, you can see the individual percentages of returning versus new customers, and the comparison percentage shows the difference between your current rate and the previous period. And that's a look into your Insights dashboard. Phew. And once again, for any questions you may have, our team is here to help.